guys, Miss Katie has a great story for you today. It's about Pete the cat. And Pete the cat goes scuba diving, but it's called Pete the Cat Scuba Cat. Yeah, because he's a cat. Let's see what adventure he goes on today. Pete is the cat, and he's so excited to go on this beautiful day on this beautiful boat to go scuba diving. Pete puts on a mask and fins and a tank full of air. So he has his mask on to protect his eyes under the water, and he puts this mask in its little mouthpiece, and it's a hose that goes to his back that he wears, okay? And that way he can breathe under the water. He's hoping to see lots of fish, and if you're lucky, you might see a seahorse, says Captain Joe. A seahorse, said Pete. I can't wait. I've never seen one before. The ridges look like a horse's mane, he said to Captain Joe. Captain Joe said, cool. So cool, says Pete. So here's Captain Joe. This is the wheel, how he controls the ship and the way it's turning. And here's Pete. The mask Miss Katie was telling you about. Here's his mouthpiece with a hose, and here's the air tank. And these are his fins, his flippers. Okay? Pete jumps into the water. Psh, big splash. Down, 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 down he goes. Up, 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 up goes the bubbles from the air tank of his breathing. Pete looks for a seahorse. But instead of a seahorse, he sees a swordfish. Pete swims out of his way so he could pass by. Now, here is Pete looking down. And here is the swordfish, because he's trying to get out of the swordfish way. This fish is called a swordfish because of his long, sharp nose, which is the sword part. But Pete doesn't realize he has a friend by him already. Do you think Pete knows? Let's look and see. Pete waves to the stingray with his long, skinny tail. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete feels a tickle on his leg. Pete sees a school of fish. A school of fish is when you see all these fish all together, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fish all together, really tight. They all look alike except one, he said. It's green, and he's puffed. Oh, yeah, that fish is called a blowfish. But that's not a seahorse. So here he is with this stingray. See, he kind of looks like a rhombus, right? On his side. But here's his long, skinny tail. You don't want to touch their tail. Yeah, because you can get hurt. And then here is the school of fish Pete is talking about. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fish. All look alike, except this one, he was saying. And he goes, oh. See how I blew up my cheeks? That's what a blowfish does. He swims and he goes, yeah, that's why he's called a blowfish. And look, do you see the seahorse? Because I think our friend Pete does not see the seahorse. Ding, next page. Where could he be? Pete looks at the rocks. He sees something long and purple on the sand. What is that? It's an octopus. It has 8 legs. seahorse. There he is, looking at the rock with the sand. I see a starfish, some sea orchards, a sand dollar. Here's the octopus. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs in that octopus. Pete says, feels there's a tickling at his while he's swimming. What could it be? Pete turns, but he doesn't see anything near him. He sees a cave. Is the seahorse in the cave? Here is the cave. Here's Pete. The octopus is above him. He doesn't see this friend here. Pete sees a crab with claws. The seahorse does not have claws, Pete thinks. The cave gets darker as Pete swims forward. He is still looking for that seahorse, and he still feels that tickle at his leg. So here's Pete going into the cave. Okay? He doesn't see this friend. He sees this friend. And then on this page above he says, the Pete sees an eel, and it has a ridge. See? A ridge. This is the ridge part. And he says, I don't think that looks like a horse's mane. An eel is too long to be a seahorse. This is an eel. You don't want to get by an eel. They're not nice. Still in the cave. Pete keeps swimming farther into the dark cave. Soon it's too dark. How will Pete get out? Pete sees a jellyfish. It glows in the dark. Now Pete can see his way out. And here is the jellyfish. Okay. You don't want to touch a jellyfish. They'll hurt you. But they can glow in the dark. See the dark? Here's the light. Opposite of dark is light. He sees striped angelfish. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's still not a seahorse. Pete swims out of the cave, but wonders why it's still dark. Is it because Pete might be in the shadow of something? Yikes! It's a whale he's in the shadow of. It would be cool to hop on a seahorse right now and ride away, he thought. So now, here he is swimming out, and he sees the angelfish. Here he is swimming out of the cave, okay? But here's the big whale. The whale's not going to bother him. No. He wants to hop on a seahorse if he could find one, swim away. Now look real close if you can see in the cave if he sees the seahorse. No. And on the bottom, when he's coming out of the cave, do you see the seahorse? Pete doesn't. But you know what? Pete does hop on something. It's a sea turtle instead. It takes him back to the boat, and the sea turtle can swim fast. He said to himself, I didn't see a seahorse. Thinks Pete. Oh well, I still had a great time. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean you can't have a great time exploring different things that you want to see. But there's something tickling, and I don't know what it is. Pete turns, and he sees a great big surprise. It's the seahorse. Here he's on the turtle. Sorry, guys. I didn't know a military plane was going to fly by my house. He was a little low. I apologize. Such a great surprise, though, to see a seahorse. Great surprise to see a big plane I don't usually see. But Pete is so happy that he got to see him. And Pete says, I finally got to see a seahorse. Wait a minute. Thinking, what was tickling my fur this whole time? Not realizing Pete had a seahorse by him the whole time. Wait. I had a seahorse by me when I saw a swordfish, a stingray, a blowfish, an octopus, a crab, an eel, a jellyfish, an anglefish, a whale, and a sea turtle this whole entire time. He was by me and he was with me. That was such a cool adventure, Pete said. Here he is with all of his friends from the ocean. Isn't that kind of cool? Miss Katie wants you to send her a picture of what your favorite ocean animal was in this story. Send it to me on Remind, or you can send it to me in my email. All right? Sending big hugs. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will talk to you soon. All right? Bye-bye.